New Zealanders are outnumbered. There are 3.5 million of them and close to 100 million sheep. Wool and mutton have always provided the muscle of the Kiwi economy. And on their trek across New Zealand, Oklahoma traveler Scott Thompson and photographer Grant Gerondale find out what it means to whistle while you work.
If last night has a business card, you've just heard it.
You've got to let them think for themselves.
At his heels, Chief and Ruby, Tripp and Bud, equal partners in the business of moving sheep. Something Les has done since he was a young man. In these beautiful valleys, along these peaceful lanes, Les has spent a lifetime building an unbreakable bond of trust and determination. And one afternoon, we went along to see how it's done.
It's better to just keep them doing their own work as much as possible, and with a bit of help from you, so you don't want too many complicated commands.
They naturally just know what to do, huh?
Yeah, their instinct. You've just got to guide them.
Les does that with a series of sharp whistles. Each means something to the border collies. One will hear its particular signal and dash off to corral the sheep. Another whistle may mean drive the mob clockwise or counterclockwise. Move them out, stop them dead, stare them down. Shepherds may share whistles, but each dog knows his own owner's pitch and will respond only to it.
They need very little guiding. The dog at the lead of that mob at the moment, you may be able to just see him. I gave him a run whistle, and he did the rest himself.
So he led them up the hill and kept them from going any further?
Yes, he's got them, he's holding them there. He's looking for instructions now. You can see a little bit of doubt in his mind. Tripp! Can't hear me for the sheep bleeding. Tripp! I'll send another one. Hey, Bud. Bud.
And just as quickly, Les can call both dogs back.
I'll whistle those dogs in. There they come.
With a sharp whistle only they can understand, both dogs come bounding down the hill.
Wasn't that something? Then they just wait for further instruction,
yes,
huh?
They'll follow me all day until you can send one. The others may be keen to go, but they know they're not supposed to.
It's a mysterious language that's spoken between shepherd and dog. Les says it's no exaggeration to see border collies cover 100 miles in a day, and when it's all over, to expect nothing but a pat on the head for a job well done.
As one man said, you could do without our racing and our rugby and everything else, but you just couldn't do without our dogs in the country. And that's how important they are. They are really important.
Some shepherds now use three-wheel motorcycles and horses to move their flocks, but that's not for Les. Not as long as he can walk these hills in the footsteps of Kiwi tradition, a whistle on his lips and his dogs at his side.
We just couldn't do our work. I've actually tried to get a dozen or so sheep in to kill one with that when I didn't have my dogs with me. I just about pulled my head out.
They are a team in the best sense of the word. A relationship built on a foundation of trust and respect.
Hey, Ruby.
A promise to always get the job done, as long as the sharp, piercing whistles echo across these hills.
Hey, Chief. I love working with the animals. And it's always been a great pleasure.
As it has been for us last night. Hiking the back lanes of New Zealand, Scott Thompson, the Oklahoma traveler.
That'll do. Hey, Bud.
Tomorrow night at 10, go over the edge at the original home of bungee jumping. It took a New Zealander to first jump off a perfectly good bridge. Now hundreds line up every day for a chance to do the same. Take the plunge with the Oklahoma traveler in New Zealand tomorrow night at 10. Glenda is already oohing and
ahhing.
ahhing.
Yes, what beautiful country that is.
And interesting people.
No
I enjoyed
kidding.
those whistles for
A
those dogs.
shepherd's life must be a good one, I should think.